think stream is live now. Let me just refresh. Yeah, okay. So I'm back. Played a good game of Commander. Sorry, I can't stream it. My internet is shit, so I can't do online and voice chat with people and stream at the same time. But it's free, so I'll deal with it for now. And then, yeah, I'll continue to do what I was doing. Yep. Woo. What are you doing there, Skeleman? Oh, he's tough. Interesting. Let me, that didn't hit this guy. Go. What up? What up? God damn it. He steps forward so much on that slash. Alright, so there's gonna be some zombies. I will just run up then. Ooh. I see some messages over there. Probably means there's no actual loot, but... And for tranquility. I don't think there's any loot over there either, but that's kind of funny that he tried. Ooh. Look. Oh! Oh! I think that shield looks great on arm, but on the back it doesn't seem like it rests in a comfortable spot. He's stabbing poor Torrent in the butt constantly with that point. Oh, this is that motherfucker that fucked me up a bunch. Oh! I didn't see extras there. Ah. Fuck skeleton. I want these skeletons to give up. The don't give up skeletons, my favorite message, but these ones can give up. Oh, I see you. Ooh. Whoa! Whoa! I don't like that. That was weird. Oh, I see this fucker over there. Hey Ducky, how's it going? Yeah, the Radon helmet and stuff looks great. I don't have the rest of his armor set yet because I was broke, but kind of worried about that fucking steel ball showing up again. Bone shard. Okay. Wasn't paying much attention at the end yesterday because my friends were over at my house playing. Oh yeah, no worries, man. But I beat Radon, did some searching around, and then called it. But I got Radon's torso and his helmet. I don't have his hand blade or his blanking on the word bracers, and I don't have his greaves yet. So I got these dumb duck feet still. Like, these armor is actually quite good, the feet ones, but I hate the duck feet. And I went through and I searched the whole swamp, beat the boss there, did all the stuff that I could do, talked to a guy in this shack, and then went through the sorcery town, and I'm going up here to give his adopted daughter a needle to stop the scarlet rot. And then I'm not sure what's next. I think I'll probably give the potion that I was supposed to give to Nefeli to Gideon so he can not kill her, because I like Nefeli. Oh yeah, there's fucking ball. Whoa! Why is it so aggressive now? What the hell? What is that even coming from? Alright, lots of Skeletal Warriors here, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Kabat, kabat. Kabat. There's always more than one. Where are the other ones? Oh, and I see some Mantis guys over there. Go up the hill a bit first. There will be some loot. Oh, I see a skeleton fucker right there. Fuck with some skeletons. Oh, I see like 3 skeletons. Yeah. Ow, you fucker. Ow! Fuck. Oh, there's a bunch of you over here. Oh. Okay. Ow! Ow! Fuck. Okay, let's Oh, there's more coming! Ah! Ow! Chipping at me with their spears. Alright, that one's getting back up. Fuck you and your arrows. There we go. Alright. Good enough for now. Oh, come on. Why couldn't you get up with the rest of them? Save me the trouble. Oh, I see you. Blah. There's a little tiny church thing. That's cute. No items over here? Just skeletons. Okay. I see a Grace inside there. Alright, bug monsters. Let's go. Ow. They're annoyingly fast, but not that tough, luckily. Ooh, okay, I'll grab these butterflies. Oh, there's definitely more skeletons over there too. There's Millicent. Let me just touch this quickly. Get the items before I trigger anything with her. Secretary, hello. She's tiny.
Who's there? Well, it's not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse, not to be meddled with by man. You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot. But how? Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you mind averting your eyes for a moment?
She actually wants me to not watch as she stabs herself with the needle.
Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so...
I hope he wasn't lying, because she's already missing an arm. I'd feel bad if she passed away from that. That loot up there. Oh, it's shining. Yoink. Starlight shards. Oh, good old octopus over there. That is indeed a strong astrolabe. Oh, I see you, you fucking bug bitch. Oh, fuck. That one was very aggressive. Mushroom. Okay. Search of the Plague. Oh, I can upgrade flasks? I already have a lot to be replenished. Oh shit, she's standing now. And her hair's tied back. She doesn't look so bad at all now. Although her face looks a little different, but
I hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now, though I can scarcely believe it myself, I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this, by way of thanks. A token though it is.
Thesis wears heirloom. Me. Her eyes golden? It's kind of freaky. Oh yeah, they're definitely golden. pull out a scope and like look right in her face. She's got some scarlet rot on her face, I guess, and that's why she was wearing the hair down before. But yeah,
Considering leaving on a journey with the needle buried in my flesh, I've started to recall, but dimly, my destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent. I pray fate permits us meet again. I'm considering leave the needle my destiny.
Dexterity. Okay, though born into a cursed rot, when the young girl encountered her mentor and his flowing blade, she gained wings of unparalleled strength. Lasat's Glintstone Staff. Staff of the primeval Glintstone sorcerer Lasat. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond the wisdom of stone may wield it. Enhances power of all sorceries, but consumes additional FP. No skill. 52 strength is a lot, yeah. Ox Flowing Sword. A grim weapon wielded by swordsmen of the Eternal City, this shotel has a blade as fine as a needle. Forged from the liquid metal of a silver tear, it is thoroughly tempered until hardened. Flowing form temporarily transformed the armor into its liquid form. Swing the armor like a whip to perform a sweeping slice over what. Oh, that's how that was working. Yeah, and the pots, grease. Ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erd Tree protect their lord as a wall of living rock. So it is the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections. Fires a semi-invisible magic comet. Sorcery can be repeatedly cast while in motion, charting enhances potency. Selene sorcerers were assassins. Said they often hunted their fellows. Double slash, skill of superior swordsman. Perform a crossing slash attack from low stance. Repeat input slows for up to 2 follow-up attacks. They use on swords and polearms capable of slashing, and colossal weapons excluded. Captured the landscapes seen during the last moments of those who welcomed into death embrace. Soul of the painter of Sieges of the Dead's last moment can be discovered. Okay, so I gotta go find the locations of all those paintings. Oh yeah, I don't. You probably didn't see it then, but I also picked up Radon's sword, which is actually 2 swords. I just gotta. There we go. I can't use it too well yet, but so when one-handed, it's like big greatsword slashes. But if you use it two-handed, he pulls out a second one, and it changes to double slashes. It's also got oh, fight these fucking bugs then. It's got some big magic slams. Pest's Glaive. It's pretty cool, and I definitely may use them later. But I've got a lot of great sword choices that I want to figure out. Still can't use this one great yet, but I like the look of it. It's a very big classic like claymore style thing. And it has magic. And there's this one, which is probably the weirdest looking one. It's the grafted greatsword. It's just the very Game of Thrones, all the swords like stuck in it. It also has some magic that I can't use properly yet, but little buff to everything. And this one, which I just picked up, apparently it fell from the sky, and it's just a piece of a fucking castle. Big rock sword. But I have many other magic swords that I can't use properly yet. This one is very cool. Just a regular sword, but it has a. You can like throw it. Spinner from MH out, yeah. But I like the Dark Soul or the like Darth Vader style like saber throw of this one. Yeah, continuously deals damage while spinning when you throw it out. Charge the attack to reach increased duration. This one I don't have the stats to use yet either, but apparently it can summon comets and do a big flame sweep, which is cool. A lot of these little swords have cool special abilities that I can't use yet. And I got the nerdy katanas with cool stuff that I can't also use yet. Need more intelligence. A lot of weapons I just can't effectively use. Glaive from a hard, sharpened shell wielded by the pests who emerged from the swamp of Aeonia. Slightly increases non-physical damage negation. Oh. Men might recognize the keen intellect of the pests as evidenced by spears on uncanny design. It will never be understood by them. Fist weapons. I really like this crossbow. Because it looks cool when you reload it. But I have a great ballista thing as well. But I don't have many arrows to use it, but very funny. So many staffs I can't use. Let me go back to the hold and buy some more Radon armor. I'm gonna give Gideon the potion that I don't like Saluvis. He's a bitch.
East of the Altus Plateau, the two fingers will deny you may be our bet.
Saluvis potion.
That potion what I think it is? Bloody Saluvis. I suppose he's up to something again. Oh, I won't interfere. You go ahead and do what you must. The Round Table has no code to speak of. But I ask you this. Are you really going to do the bidding of that twisted dolly botherer? Or would you rather hand that potion to me and see if we can't get one over on the bastard? Good. I'll dispose of the potion myself. You go and see Saluvis, but don't give anything away. Just tell him that you tricked your mark into drinking the potion, as planned. Despite knowing next to bloody nothing, he's so far up his own arse he won't suspect a thing. His inevitable display of arrogance will certainly be a sight to behold.
Cool. Rykard. Morgot. Those two are the ones I still have to get.
Traitor Rykard is the lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven.
Okay.
Morgoth the Grace-given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring.
Okay. So there's 2 great runes left for me. Do you have anything? Oh, fuck, that's expensive. Oh, wait. Hmm. Alright. See if I can't get some more Radahn's armor. $16,000 to do both? I can do that. Thank you. And I have to give him something, but I want to buy his stuff first.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
I'll wait on giving him the dagger for a little bit.
Well, I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arm.
Somber smithing stones. 6, 5, and 7. Stone 4 plus. Okay. So now I should go back to Gustok and tell him I gave his kid a thing. Is there a good way down there without dying? Probably not. Or maybe there is. I haven't actually checked down the side there yet. Avoid all the skeletons and the fucking things. Yeah, she's gone on her journey. Alright. What are those? Oh, are those harpies? I hate those things. Fucking get them. Fuck. There we go. Big golden runes, I don't mind that. I feel like that's almost sloped enough to survive going down, but I don't want to chance it either. Oh, somebody left a message up there. That's funny. They must have managed to jump off of this. Come on, bat. There's a lot of harpies up here. I really don't like them. I call them harpies, but I don't know what they actually are. They just have old lady faces, and it's freaky. These are just clearly fucking bats, but... Oh, ooh, the glowing eyes freaked me out for a second. What's up, Cleo? I heard you. What you need, Cleo cat? Oh, come on. So. Took too long. Now your candy's gone. Hello, Cleo. Hello. How you doing? Come here. Scoop. Oh, good kitty. Good girl. Oh, I know what you're missing. You want your brush. I'll give you a brush after the stream. You haven't had your rake brush in a couple days. Got late night zooms. Drawstring poison grease. What you doing there, old lady? Really don't like them because they look like old ladies. It's freaky. Oh. That was a fast fall. Fuck. What's she doing? Oh, she's chewing on the cardboard. Okay, that's fine. Ah, there's that big giant bitch. Got a whole bunch of soldiers between there. Oh, it's demi-humans. What are you guys doing up here? Ow. no, these are a bunch of jars like Alexander. Fucking goofy troll bitch. Yeah, revenge. I agree. You get fucked. Stop throwing magic bullshit at me. Praise the revenge, I agree. Revenge. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a death bird. Oh shit, it must be nighttime. Okay. You know what? Let's explore the top of this thing that I couldn't climb. And then go fight the death bird. Night ahead and then seek sniper. I don't like the death birds very much, but let me buff up before I go down there. Yo, Leo. Be a surprise attack? I don't think so. Too far. Woohoo! Oh. Ow. Oh, frostbite. And I could barely hurt that thing. I feel like the death birds are getting stronger the more of them I kill. I will come back to that. Maybe it's just this area's death bird is quite strong. Alright, so go get my souls, go talk to Ghoststock. Deathbird gun, yeah. I'll remember that and come back for that later. That bitch up there dead? Does he stay permanently dead? That would be fantastic. No more junk getting thrown at me. Oh, we're both running. Ignore his freaky guard dog. Glad it respawns though. I'd be a little upset if I accidentally killed it and he was like, "You killed my dog!" Oh, hey, you didn't go very far. Hey, Millicent.
Oh, hello again. Something about this place felt familiar to me, so I decided to pay a visit. Hoping to find someone here, but I've only found emptiness. Perhaps before my departure, I needed someone to say farewell to. Well, never mind that. I must focus on my journey, for which I have you to thank. I must
Her
stay strong.
glowing gold eyes are a little freaky.
Well, I must focus. I must stay.
I wish there was a Grace nearby rather than kind of a pain in the ass from both sides to get to his spot. Oh, god damn it. Left. There we go. What? Wait, why did that kill me? What the fuck? What? What? That just one-shotted me. What the hell happened? Hey, Elton, how's it going? I don't know what about that was a one-shot. Now I'm scared. One of these guys has like a super deadly... Oh my god. One-shot kill sorcery. Question regarding economics? I mean, sure, I'm not a economist or anything, but ask away. Yo, where the fuck? Why did you leave? Your daughter was here.
Thank you kindly for giving the needle to Millicent. Now she too can begin her journey and stare her fate straight in the eye. You've been a saint through and through. As thanks, I
Oh, that guy's got a cool twisty sword.
Of the lost sorceries of the Celians, descendants of the Eternal.
Major banks like Wells Fargo or Chase closes, what would happen to us? Well, do you bank at those places? Probably nothing then. I mean, if you didn't bank at those places, probably nothing. I mean, parts of it would, but like they don't just close out of nowhere, right? Like they have a process that they'd have to go through.
Oh, you noticed, did you? Indeed, Millicent did visit this hovel of a home. It seems the memories eaten away by the rotting sickness yet remain, but faintly. However, she has no need of me anymore. No, she must embark on her journey and stare her fate in the eye.
But there's lots of transactions and places that they deal with, and like probably countries specifically that deal through them.
Is to be forgotten.
And those things would have to be dealt with, but like a major financial power wouldn't just shut down the way Game Informer did recently. Like, I don't know if you looked at that, but like Game Informer got bought by GameStop, and they were still operating as normal for years, doing interviews, reviews, tech stuff, all sorts of things, stream pieces, YouTube videos and stuff. And then like a day or two ago, they just shut down completely. GameStop just put a notice on the webpage saying, hey, we've served for 35 years in the gaming industry and we've been closed. But banks don't work like that. There are people that have to get paid, stop transactions. There's wires and accounts and stuff that have to get closed out. Maybe a certain wing of it would, or they would just refuse to deal with certain customers and stuff, but like they don't just turn off in one day the way that a different company can. 3 shooting stars that pursue foes. Night shard, semi-invisible magic projectile. Night Maiden's Mist. Life-sapping silver mist before the caster, dealing damage to all caught within, including the caster. Sorcery can be cast while in motion. Below Celia, the eternal city of Nokron sleeps. The sorcery originates from the maidens of that place. Okay. Well, I guess I'll buy 2 of these. Japanese mark crash? Nah. I looked into a little bit of the one you were talking about before, and it didn't surprise me, but it also just seemed like a lot of panicking from big investors and selling all their shit like too fast for finally seeing the like line not going up forever, suddenly not going up forever, and then going, let's panic sell everything like really fast. But yeah, Japan's been in a pretty heavy recession for many years. It's hard to call it like a real recession, but like they've just been getting weaker economically for years because of other places catching up to them in terms of like production and stuff in China getting cheaper, places in the U.S. and other places shifting their production to overseas places like China and like Philippines and Thailand and stuff like that, rather than what the fuck? That's many notes here. Be wary of dashing through. Wary of stealth. Okay. Be wary of ambush. Oh! Woohoo! Ow! Of course. Invisible spellcasters. Okay. Black key bolts. Golden rune. And then I think there's a large part of that, their issues with their economy and overall like societal structure there is based on a lot of their self-imposed issues, like the way they hyper focus on school, but then they don't actually make use of all of the education that you're forcing your kids to go through. It's like, okay, you spent the first 16 years of your life studying your ass off, not getting to know your friends, not doing societal things, not exploring your passions, and now you're gonna sit quietly in an office for 15 years doing basically nothing special with all of your stuff, like, and that like stifling of creativity and freedom has a lot of impacts on I'd say how the society grows. It's spend your whole life working, not enjoying your family, not enjoying the freedoms and the stuff afforded to you. You end up in a very boring world, and then those people don't know the better way to deal with their children, so they force that same lifestyle on their kids. The cycle repeats. The kids don't want to have kids because they've been stressed out and the economy's getting worse and stuff. Just wears things down more and more and more. And then you get to a point where it's like 60. Ooh, Bloodhound Knight. Oh, buddy. What you doing there? Woo! Ow! Oh! Whoa! Oh, that was a nice delayed slash. Whoop. I missed! We're both doing Bloodhound dashes. Oh, fuck you. lookout tower. Madness ahead. Ooh, cool. What kind of spell is that? Creates a space of darkness that draws in sources and incantations. Oh, it's like a shield. Interesting. Let's ground stuff is marginally better and the same weight, so go with yeah, I like the boots better than the duck feet, so and those puts me into heavy load. Probably by a pretty good chunk. Can I wait a little bit? Let's just go back to the for now. But yeah, because of that, I don't really know how much like the Japanese economy can crash because a lot of their stuff is still self-produced for them. Like there is a lot of import and export stuff, but like they don't have a lot of big industries that are still located directly in Japan. So doing over here, goat bones. There we go. Discord. Okay. I think I'm kind of done here until I get a little stronger and I can properly go through the Dragon Barrow side because tough as hell. You have to explore that gigantic jar over there. If Alexander went to his home village. Did I ever explore down there? I feel like I must have. Yeah, it looks like all the items are looted. That Japan's crashed today. What about it? Bad as 19, I said Black Mar- I don't think anything could ever be as bad as that.
Oh, hello again, cuz. I'm happy you came back. I have good tidings for you, cuz. Have you noticed the rare flowers growing in this village?
Yes,
I
actually.
asked the villagers if you could pick some of them, and they said you'd be very welcome.
Nice. I have already been picking them, but thank you.
Kaz. Who knows? They might be of some use.
Thank you, little jar. Jars don't talk, but they are chill. You. Well, yeah. The thing is with the 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 80s market crash for Japan, you really have to look at how much they were booming so hard in the 80s. That when that crashed, that was a real crash. That was like billions and billions of billions of dollars of like real estate and bubble money, basically, going to basically nothing. And then you get today them being in a recession for like 5 years since COVID, essentially. It's not quite, can't be quite the same kind of crash. The distance they're falling is not that hard, or not that big. Japanese YouTuber told you about watching the main video saying he's bedridden because they lost so much money because his stocks plummeted. Oh, the new look in here, yeah. It's from beating Radon the Star Scourge, one of the big bosses. I beat him like shockingly easily. The first time I walked in and died because he shot me from like a million miles away with a arrow the size of a tree, and I just died. But the second time, I summoned a bunch of the NPCs because it's a special fight where you can summon like 5 or 6 of them at once, and we just surrounded and beat the ever-living shit out of him in like 30 seconds. Still need something to do something here, but I don't have any indication of it. I feel like over here too, there's something weird on the ground here. It says bridge. Can't mean that bridge. Brave map, so to speak, didn't expect them carefully. Very of map. Get it. Yeah, if you had any more specific reasons or like the amount of money lost in different things, I'd be interested to hear it. If anything, I have to say it's probably just tied to the more global loss that the stock markets all had because of those panic sells. Hmm. Looking at Liurnia, or Ray Lucaria over there. From the other side. With the Erd tree in the background. So Erd tree there. And Erd tree there. So yeah, it could be side. Could be over here. There's a gate in front. That might be this graveyard? No, that would not be the right angle, I don't think. Basically straight on from there, but to the left of the gate. Here, maybe? I think I have those still in my inventory. Should just be able to look at them. Oh, yeah, there we go. Painter said to have captured the landscape scene during the last moments of those who welcomed into death's embrace. Although the painter besieged the dead's last moments can be discovered visiting the location depicted even now. I gotta look through all those paintings and find their locations eventually. Okay. Oh, that lightning guy's still there. Let's, fuck his day up again. I like his gold armor. Ha ha ha. Ooh. Uh-oh. He's still pretty tough. Give me some gold armor. I want the lightning armor. Damn it. Okay. It's definitely from the other side of Lucaria. Let's see. Okay, I found a pretty high up one post a lot of people agree with, but I don't want to start again. No. You can just type me or tell me. I'm glad to take a look at it while I'm playing. I'm not gonna get like too sucked in. Like I could play this and talk and think about stuff. So I don't have any particular like mission right now. I'm just kind of Oh, Alexander.
I'm stuck. Hello?
Oh, that's what that hole was.
Anyone?
Hey, buddy.
Ah, hello. How nice it is to see a friendly face. As you can surmise, I've got myself stuck in another hole. Would you mind helping me out again? My thanks in advance. I know you're the man for the job. You know what to do, hmm? Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big. Don't worry about my wound sustained at the festival. I'm stuck back together good and proper. Just give it your all.
Okay. I was told I should use oil on him to help him get out of the hole. Where's your Kyo? Yeah. Bring me your toy? No, you didn't. I can't do it. Hello. Good girl. Very cute. Very good cat. Oh, he did get soaked. That's funny. Right.
Come on. Come on. Oh, yes. That's the ticket.
Is he cracking? Oh, I feel bad.
Come on.
Oh, there we go. Yay. Oh, he looks a little fucked up.
My thanks to you and your razor-sharp wits. Oh, as a token of my thanks, I'd like you to have this.
Another exalted flesh, eh?
Here, me. I'm oilier than a toad. Yeah, there were countless oil jars back where I'm from, actually. And now I know what it's like to be one of them. Yes, indeed. I too have a home. though it is one to which I have vowed not to return. So, I thought I might look out from atop the cliff. But as I drew closer and closer, pow, wouldn't you know it, I was perfectly stuck in that blasted hole. I can feel the warriors inside admonishing me for my mawkishness. To walk the path of champions, one cannot cleave to the past. I'm headed to the fiery mount in the north. I can strengthen myself there without fear of cracking this vessel. I will forge myself anew in its flames.
Ooh, buddy.
I'm headed to the fiery mount. I can
see you at Volcano Manor then. Bug. Yeah. You back? Yeah, maybe just give me the cliff notes instead of sending me the article. I'm probably not going to stop and read it, but I will read the chat. I thought he would have something more to tell me about this giant fucking jar over here, but maybe I'll just go fight my way through the giant archers and get my way down there. So, force out. Put on fire jar. Notice that I'm not going to go to the toilet mirror. Okay. I'll take a look at it then once I die or get through this area. Alright, I see this big ass bitch here. Whoa! What the fuck? Oh! Oh! Fuck, you big prick. Gravelstone. Oh, there's a lot here. So that was a very loud noise, whatever the fuck that was. Something screaming? Oh, got the golem great bow and a spiked palisade shield. Okay, okay. A lot of items at once here. There we go. Let me hide behind this rock. Golem great bow. Great bow of black stone crafted by civilization now gone to ruin. Weapon of the guardian golem. Extremely heavy, this great bow requires enormous strength just to draw, so it was not designed for human use. Through and through. Not that bad strength-wise, but this one's better. That one can't have a skill. Interesting. And spiked palisade. Ooh, blood loss shield. I like that. Shield bash. Time form shield bashes. These attacks riddle the enemy at holes, earning the nickname of the Pard Shield. Relatively light, lacks in damage reduction. Yeah. Oh, that's not bad still. 95 is pretty good. Let me deal with this other golem. Then talk to this big ass jar. Or fight it. Oh! I tried to jump. Ow. Oh, that was him dying that had that much noise. What is that? Oh, birds. No birds. Oh, penguin things. That is a big fucking jar. Death, okay. Here's hoping it's not aggressive. Hi there, big jar. I can't target it, so that's a good thing. Oh, I could talk to him. Praise the madness. You can now see the Knight of the Great Jar's red summon sign. Huh? Hey? Oh. Ooh. I have to beat them to get inside, I assume. Alright. Hammer guy. Ninja. Or guy with my sword and similar build. Let's do this one. Knight of the Great Jar. Can I summon my guys? No. Oh! Oh! Ow. Whoa! Come on. Oh, he's tough. Oh no, I'm dead. Okay, so they're pretty strong. He took a bunch of my souls. He's got some weird armor. Alrighty. So come fight the Knights of the Great Jar later, I guess. Oh shit! I didn't get stuck on that one last time, so. Oh, this fucker's alive still? Oh. Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna get my souls. Ow, by horse. Ugh. Oh, you got hit by the big arrow. That's funny. From the other guy. So these fuckers respawn, eh? Just gonna get my souls back. I'll come deal with the jar knights later. So they said Rykard's up on there, Volcano Manor, which I think is this way. This is Landal, the capital city, which is where the final area is. I don't know, this map could expand even further, I guess, but... Oh yeah, I should go tell Saluvius that I gave the person the potion. I'll try to find my way up this thing, I guess. Gonna ignore you, Wilburs.
So you made Nepheli drink the potion. Well done. You are a touch more useful than I had thought.
I want to kill this prick.
Then you shall have your gift. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts under the tutelage of the great preceptor Selvis. I doubt much of it will lay within the grasp of a mere tarnished, but if you put your mind to it, perhaps you won't embarrass our lady.
Whoops. I have like a cat hair or something stuck to my eyelashes and I can't get it.
You wish to begin right this moment?
Yeah,
Well,
teach me some shit.
Your impatience, though boorish, is understandable. Let's have at it.
Forms a defensive arc of numerous magic glint blades. Spells enemy spells retaliates with glint blades. Cold magic. Release cold mist. Let's do the cold stuff.
So, you had Nepheli drink the potion? Truly? Then perhaps something was amiss with it. It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but perhaps I should review the recipe. I may have expected too much of her to begin with. You break into a man's private chambers, rooting about as you please. Your oafishness knows no bounds. Fine and well. You tricked Nepheli and had her drink the potion. I believe that makes you my accomplice. You yearn for a puppet of your own, hmm? Well, normally one of your stature would never be allowed. But perhaps I can make a very special exception. Now, choose.
Oh no, she got turned into a puppet? Oh, I feel bad about that. Used to summon the spirit of Finger Maiden Theorelina. Spirit Megan, who never met the Tarnish she was meant to guide. Uses healing incantations and holy water pots, but she's not a fighter by nature and is ill-suited to battle. A maiden without a tarnish without a maiden, yet no guide to bring them together. Jarray puppet. Is that Let Me Solo Her's avatar? One of Saluvius' puppets, spirit of a man who wished to become the innards of a living jar. Jar hurling specialist throws all manner of pots and jars. Jar warrior once told the nameless man this: "You're not ready yet to join the warriors inside. No, you must apply yourself, better yourself, and one day I will return for you." Okay, so the jars put human corpses inside, and that makes them more powerful or something. I don't know. I want the Finger Maiden. I feel bad for her. Okay. Buy anything.
Begging for another the remain.
Fuck you. Okay. I think I climbed up to the top of his tower. That's what I did. Okay. I'm gonna go climb down here. Oh, wait. Fuck, I should have went back there. I never actually fully explored this side. I'm pretty sure there was some stuff I needed to see there. Oh yeah, wait, I still never found Thops, eh? Where the fuck was he? He doesn't show up as a person there, which makes me a little nervous for him, but... Oh no, Thops! Bro. Did you come here just to get dead? I feel bad for that. Or you like came here to die. Fuck. I came here like 3 times looking for him, and I looked inside, and then I like poked my head outside, but I didn't like look closely. Okay, well I found him now. No, I'm sure. No, back to Carrion Manor. I'm stupid. Okay, so let me go to Carrion Manor. Let's take a look at your thing here. End of the carry trade. Japan's yen could be ripping through U.S. stocks. People looking global markets and think, what the heck's going on? Spain's I said a bit wrong. Please correct me in the comments. Japan has massive, over 200% public debt to GDP ratio. 2010, Bank of Japan reduced its headline interest rates to 0. From early 2016 to the beginning of the year, they were actually below 0. This had individuals and institutions of our trillions USD worth of yen converted to dollars, buy assets, stocks, etc. They owe the debt in yen with extremely low or possibly negative interest rates. It's free money. Estimates range hugely, but I've seen guesses around 20 trillion plus in global markets. This flow of free money. Wait, and inflation got bad. Bank of Japan raised its rates to 0.25, caused the yen to rapidly strengthen. Now the yen-denominated debt is very toxic. Institutions that borrowed yen to buy dollars or other national currencies, and then stocks and bonds. Assumption that the yen only goes down. That's pretty funny. Especially interesting scenario. Let's say markets continue crashing badly in the U.S. Federal Reserve. It's an emergency rate cut in response. This normally helps, right? Yes, usually. But this time a U.S. rate cut would almost certainly further strengthen the yen against the dollar, causing the cycle to exacerbate even further. Yeah, I mean, that's people's stupid issues in Japan trying to do like short stocks and stuff. Like, I don't think I'd really be too worried about that, but that's probably, I'd say, exacerbated by the panic selling that was going on in the U.S. So I don't know if that's maybe the whole reason is purely because of this, but Uh, the news that Nvidia and Intel and a couple other big companies basically said was like, we're stagnating because we've fired everybody, we've sunk a ton of money into AI. We can't make more shit that cost more stuff to do, and the profits are like capping essentially. And they've run out of, I think they're running out of tricks of things to get free money on, like crypto stuff has like kind of capped, so Nvidia and Intel things aren't selling infinitely for insane amounts of money anymore, which is good for everybody else. Bad for investors and bad for Intel, but who gives a shit? Uh, and now people were thinking it's hitting a cap, so that probably means they think it would like drop. So a bunch of people panic sell, and then you get a huge dip because of that. And that's, if this is happening at the same time as the Japanese or the yen getting forced into a situation that people are panicking and selling to try to not lose more money from their zero interest rate loans that they bought fucking American stocks with. So they're selling them before they lose money on them, and they're they're adding on to the panic selling crash. That makes sense. That's pretty funny. But yeah, this is, it's not so much a crash as the Japanese market as it is making the U.S. crash worse. That's funny. Raised rates strengthen the yen's values. Exchange rate can be wildly more rapid than exchange interest rates. People expect to borrow $100 worth of yens with 0% rates, buy U.S. bonds with 5% yield that are dollar denominated, then leverage to the tits and call yourself a genius for having found free money. Whole plan is betting on the yen dollar rate to stay stable because it has been. If there's 0% interest rate in the yen in a different currency than the bonds, currently the yen has appreciated 8% to the dollar. So you owe $108, but you only gain 105, so you're down $3, 2-3% loss. Yeah. So you decide to leverage to the tits, so you might be down 2-3% on $1 trillion in trade carry. If you use your free yen for safe bet in U.S. bonds, many investors probably bought stocks as well. They might be in for much worse outcome. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That just seems like, again, like, I like thinking about the stock market in the ways of like, hey, this metal is worth a lot of money because it's used in electronics and piping and dental stuff and all sorts of stuff. So it's always going to have good value. So if you put some money to invest into that, they're going to dig up more metal. They're going to use that to invest in mining companies and stuff. Blah 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 blah. And then the profits from those get fed back to your stocks, and you can earn interest on them because they're making money with the money that you put into to invest and do that thing. But when you get into this kind of shit, this is the stuff that like no regular person is ever going to understand or get or ever be on the know enough to really deal with. And when it comes to like fast trades, trying to make money off of like short sells and stuff like that, I'm like, the whole GameStop situation happened because regular people figured out a way to put the pressure on to like big investing firms, and this seems kind of like a similar thing that's happening. Not the same short selling stuff that was happening, but kind of, because there's like they're short selling the yen. Borrow this, buy this with bad yen, with the expectation that when I pay back the loan, it's not going to cost anything because it had a 0% or negative interest rate. And then suddenly the yen became more valuable, and you only made like a little bit of money on these very skim trades you tried to make to do. That's really funny though. It's fine. It's fine. They'd be fine as long as they didn't take the money and convert it to foreign currency. The solution to converting yen to dollars for euros they're getting in colloquial terms. BWO if the yen appreciates. Imagine the theoretical summon aboard 161 million yen at 0.1 conversion, convert to USD. Some bought 1 million of SPY and got 100,000 SPY. Shares are now worth about $950,000. It hurts, but keep following. Much worse is that the $950,000 is only worth about 138 million yen, so they lost 30 million yen. but they still owe the debt of 161 million. Yeah, okay. Repeat that by 20 million times. Pretty funny. The fact that the yen is getting stronger compared to the dollar means that each USD gets you fewer yen, so that the gap widens, and I can only purchase 138 million when it's converted. Yeah, that's it's funny because it's I'd say good for most of Japan, but bad for investors and stockholders and stuff, which is like I kind of don't give a crap about them. Like fuck them. Stop playing God and gambling on other people's dime, basically. Market's base possible in okay, let's see. This could be nothing or it could be 2008. It's possible to figure out how deep the crisis is actually staying at home. It's unlike there's 20 trillion at risk, but exact figures are was difficult to figure as housing market exposure was in 2008. Don't know, but it goes that way. The Fed's going to have to aggressively rescue financial markets. There's going to have to be some global measure to make sure Japanese markets don't fall. Who knows where the leverage is? Who knows where the risk is? We also had the Asian contagion in 1998 that was short. The problem was somewhat similar. Markets sold off hard for a month. However, 3 months later, we're making only time highs. Yeah, the market's basically impossible to trade. You can DCA with extra cash. You can ride your bonds. But trying to figure out a trade is extremely hard for one reason. If you get short, it has to be with a very aggressive stop loss. Markets that decline this aggressively often rebound just as aggressive. Yeah. Futures, maybe something with a ton of liquidity like actual SPY shares with the premium, are going to put ridiculous with this much volatility, so that's out. Pretty much have to sit back and watch the show or take blind risk. Yeah. And this is the kind of stuff that I think fucks over so many normal people that really shouldn't be a thing. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's nothing any regular person's gonna do about this. Oh, I read the article and the comments on it, and I was talking about it, but you missed it. So I'm not gonna go through it again. But I kind of get what they're talking about. It's basically like they took the yen, and because they didn't have interest on the loans that they took on the yen, and then they converted it to a different currency to purchase like U.S. stocks or something like that. And then the yen is getting stronger because they upped their interest rates on the loans. Now all the people that bought stocks with the US stuff are selling a lot of their US stocks to try to make the money, because they borrow this much, like 10, and then in 10 years they would have paid back 10, but they had converted to USD, and we're going to buy stuff with this and then get the money out of the USD with a bit of profit, pay back the yen, and end up with like a modest 5% profit. But they did that with like trillions of yen essentially. So now that the yen is getting stronger and the interest rates are going up, they're trying to panic sell their U.S. stocks because they're losing tons and tons of money on it. But it's not like that's not crashing the stock market, but it's definitely hurting the U.S. stock market because there's a bunch of people panic yanking all their shit back out to not lose money in Japanese stuff. So yes, exactly. It's people trying to get rich for richer. It's trying to exploit having a good loan thing that was meant to be for like boosting the economy, and people trying to like short sell the yen basically. So I don't really give a shit. Like it's probably that this is gonna hurt the U.S. companies like stock values, but it doesn't mean anything for the regular person other than like Intel loses $1 trillion of value or something stupid like that, because all of these investors are selling their shit back out. But like I don't know, this is just like stupid shit. It's rich people gambling and then getting fucked on it and making it other people's problems. So it's really, it's kind of funny. Yeah. Then when people don't understand the stock market gets involved, the market becomes irrational and is headed for a correction. Yeah, exactly. Not following people leveraged to the tits and expecting the yen only go down despite being at 0%. If I count for the people, it's 7 billion people use. Yeah. It's free money. People don't understand anything about finance. You see the exact same conversation with crypto business. Yes, exactly. The line that only goes up does eventually come down, and people are going to lose out on it. So, you do fraud in the general webcast as Bitcoin. Yeah, price of Bitcoin slumps. And you leverage to the tits. You minimum wage workers suddenly owes tens of thousands of dollars you don't have because the gains are unregulated. The loans you borrow do not absolutely follow law, and they will come after you. Yeah, exactly. Arbitrage don't like this, but you think you found a method that works exactly over a certain period of time, you're more likely to know you've taken on a lot of hidden risks you haven't accounted for. Yep. They're not going to recover, but it's better for Japan because these people are paying back loans with interest that they fucked up on. But like, I think this is a bit of two things happening. Like I mentioned, the panic selling that was happening in the U.S. side of it. That plus Japan raising interest rates are forcing the people that borrowed money from the banks in Japan to pay their money back so they don't lose even more money as the yen gets stronger. So, like, Japanese rich assholes paying money back is not a bad thing, but it's putting way more pressure on the U.S. stocks because they sold their yen to buy USD to trade U.S. market stuff, and that combined with the other kind of crash happening in the States is like making it worse. So I don't really care, but I don't know, like, it's hard to say. I'm not an economist. I'm not gonna know shit about like how the market's gonna rebound or anything, but like, it's the kind of thing I've been saying for crypto people and shit for like months and years. Like, the line has to stop going up eventually. Like, you can't continue to make more money than everybody has ever owned on the planet forever, because that doesn't exist. The money's not real. Like, that has to stop eventually, whether people willingly choose to like buy it slowly down and then get rid of it and everybody loses a little bit, or something happens and forces everybody to lose a lot instantly. So, but yeah, that, I think that's just it feels a lot like people who gambled against GameStop and then are getting fucked. We're getting really fucked on it when the public gamed them. Ow. Oh! Torrent! No! We've been in a recession for like a decade. We're in a recession now. that hasn't changed. We're just still in a recession. Like, taking the U.S. one as an example, like the crisis they're talking about there at the U.S. Housing crisis stuff, where people were mortgaging the fuck out of like terrible homes and taking lots of additional value on like garbage, basically. Oh, come on. There we go. And then they inflated the housing market until the banks couldn't cover it, and then they crashed, and lots and lots and lots of people have lost their jobs. But housing prices and mortgage stuff didn't go down. It just kept getting more expensive because banks and those companies got bailed out. The people that caused that situation got away with it, and they were allowed to keep going with doing that kind of shit since the government bailed them out, rather than like, hey, every single CEO that did this should have gone to jail and been fined like $1 billion, take all their assets for the next 2 generations, and you know, fuck them for it rather than like fucking the common person. So, yeah, 2008 was really bad. And I think the thing that made it worse was that they didn't solve it. They just like patched it and like kept going. And the economy in both the Canada and the States has been getting better in the sense that there are jobs that people are working and money is being made, but they're not doing the rest to like shore up all of the common people. Like our minimum wage hasn't gone up that much, and house prices are more expensive, and food prices are more expensive. The line can't go up forever. You can't keep squeezing people for more and more money that barely exists and expect to keep making money off of it. You have to like cut off the assholes trying to make infinite money off of these markets and put a stop to that side of it. You know, someone mindset very fucked to see. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. That's how rich people get rich, because normal people aren't gonna go do something that's like, hey, you can make twice as much money as you do now, but you're going to like actually kill several of your neighbors in the process. It's like, oh, okay, I won't do that because I know those people and I care enough about them to not like hurt them. And I'd go even further and say most people are normal enough to not do that to even people you don't know personally, but like, oh, if I flip this switch, it's going to make many people in this neighborhood or this city suddenly become unable to pay their rent. Like, normal people won't do that because they're like, that's really bad. I shouldn't do that to a lot of people. But then a sociopath or somebody who has the mindset of, I'm gonna get rich, fuck everybody else, you get situations like Uber or Uber Eats or the delivery company stuff now, where it's like, we're going to hire these people at poverty wages, we're going to charge restaurants money, make money on both ends, and we're not going to hire them as employees so nobody on our end takes any of the risk. And we'll squeeze it at both ends, raising costs for everybody involved. And we'll make tons of money, and nobody else will make any money. We'll kill the delivery driver job for the regular person, and restaurants won't be able to afford to not use our products, and they'll lose money on it too. Like, yeah, that's how good businesses run, you know. Squeeze out all the profit and even put pressure on your suppliers to eventually like kill your own business plan. And that's how you get Amazon, how you get Tesla. Well, Tesla had a good idea in its own first part, but then Elon bought it and tweaked it. Oh, this guy's... Oh, this is the painter thing. Juvenile Scholar Cap, Scholar Robe, Larval 2. Ah, that's what he painted. Da-da-da-da. That was kind of lucky. Just stumbled onto that. Say stuff. Oh yeah, do agree with you on that, but it's like, I don't know. I have a friend that sells replica luxury goods, very another real thing, and made a lot off it. Yeah, and a lot of people did. And then if you look at Amazon now, every single chair, or like say an office chair, is named things like very good, super valuable office chair with blah 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 blah, blah. And then you look at the next one, and it's named something slightly different, like super good office chair with lumbar support, blah 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 blah. Blah. And it's the same fucking chair with a different logo stitched on it, because they're buying drop shipping stuff from China and buying it in bulk and selling it at just undercutting somebody else's price that's selling it on Amazon, and they're not taking any of the actual risk of making a quality product or caring about the returns and stuff, because they're just selling it as their own product here instead of, say, making a chair, doing the research, selling a chair that they made for a modest profit and doing this. Instead, they're going for quick, easy, fast, skim this, make this, do this. And instead of having like 5 or 6 super high-end luxury chair companies that make really nice chairs, those still do exist, but like, and then having like 10 moderate quality ones and then like 2 or 3 no-name brand stuff, we have 7,000 no-name brand stuff that people pass off for luxury or moderate value because they're not producing it, and it's just being sold all over the place for all sorts of shit. Like, Amazon allowed it and then fucked it up in the worst way possible because they don't bother to vet it. They just allow people to go in there and sell whatever the fuck you want. It could have been like an eBay but new, you know, but instead it's nightmare shit to look through. Impossible to find any actual like real products that you want. Ow. Ow. And like, the people who make money no matter what by any means are the ones who push that situation to the brink. And like, eventually that stuff has to get reckoned. It has to have a balancing point, because you can't have a line that goes up forever. That's just not how it works. What am I looking for here? Bulbas. There's a Gowl over there. Is that an enemy? Oh, that's a Radagon's wolf again. Interesting. Pop off here and buff up. Oh fuck, went right past it. Ow! Oh! Yeah, I knew that was coming. Hold them off for 2 seconds, guys. Ooh. This one can use magic. Ow! Oh. There we go. Oh, I didn't get anything from him. He's not like a real boss. Is saying it's worth how much you're willing to pay. Why do rich people avoid repercussions? Because repercussions suck. If you could do anything you wanted without ever having to pay the consequences of that, then you would do that, right? It's like if you commit a crime, you don't want to go to jail. You want to avoid that. And almost everything super rich people do to get richer is, I would probably say, bordering on criminal, but they just don't have a good way to punish or prosecute those things, so a lot of it goes away. This goes down to the ravine. I see a disgusting flesh blob down there. And nothing there. Okay. In the borderline, what's illegal? Breaking the law? Yeah. Because, like, let's use Elon Musk as a quick example of that. Like, it's illegal for him to force people to work longer hours, like more than 8 hours, and they need to have certain safety precautions because the U.S. government says so. So he'll make something in a country that doesn't have those same protections and then implement them, or he'll lobby for a special area of the city that he has a little more control over to implement those same things he wanted before, but without the protections because it's a special area of the country or a different state that doesn't give a shit about that or whatever. Like Amazon does that kind of thing all the time too, where it's like, no. We can push you to the very limits of what is legally acceptable, and then just a little bit more, and then it's not quite breaking the law if we tell you to keep up with robots and like stalking and scanning and stuff. But it's fucking terrible, and the states has garbage protections for workers. So, one of these guys. Okay. Ow. I fought like 6 of you. Meteorite. Cool. Not tough at all. Whee. Or rather, probably pretty tough. I'm just a little over-leveled strength-wise. But yeah, you get companies and CEOs that make a good idea, and they get all that investor capital to make like that good idea, like Uber or Amazon or whatever, and so they can operate without having to worry about profits for a decade or something. And during that time, they make a lot of money. They get more investors. They keep going bigger and building a good product. And then once they're on public trading and they're needing to make more money and more money and more money because that's how you get more investors, that's how you make more money, blah, 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 blah. They keep doing little tricks here and there to make the line go up. You get more people hired for less. You start doing implementations that reduce the cost to profit margin stuff. So it's easier to generate profit on those things. You get more valuations, you get more customers, blah blah blah. You keep pushing the cost to produce stuff down. That's why you got Amazon Basics and why they let on so many of those straight to Amazon drop selling shit to make it cheaper for them to operate. And then eventually that stuff has to come down. Like you can't keep tricking the people and the numbers to look like you're going up when you're getting bigger, but you're not making any more money, and you've pushed all those things to the limit. Like you're cannibalizing yourself to make money in the short term, and then the CEO gets away with it because he has like $200 billion of stock that he can just walk off with after he retires or whatever. So sells it all. Somebody else buys it up. Amazon crashes. Bezos walks away super rich for the rest of his life. Shitification happening on a countrywide scale for the stock market, basically. But like, I don't have a problem with people buying crypto, but I have a problem with people saying crypto's the next like gold standard or something. Like, no, you're stupid. That's never gonna happen. But you can treat it like gambling, where you're gonna put a little bit of money in and probably maybe make some money or lose a lot of money if you keep trying to shore up your own costs. Oh, what the fuck? Did I go to a grace? Oh, I went to the Evergal. Oh, okay, I see. That counts as a grace. That's why all these guys are back alive. What exactly do I want to do over here? Is there a way down? Wherever these tombstones are. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I go down there. I have to go over there to go lower, or I just fast travel to the other side and all the way down. I can't see the bottom, there's too much fog. Okay, I can kind of see the cliff edge down there. Yeah, let's go. See a bunch of high schoolers and middle schoolers want to do supply. Yo, that's the worst. It's because they got all those YouTube videos where they're like, "You buy my course, I can teach you how to make $10,000 a month doing drop shipping on YouTube." It's like, they don't make that much money. Otherwise, they wouldn't give a shit about telling you. They make a little bit of money, and they want you to buy from them or pay them to tell you how to make that money and stuff. It's the worst. Rom on Miami Airbnb high-rise saying you can be like I am living my life. Yeah, fucking the worst. Airbnb is another thing that is like a great idea on paper that they have absolutely ruined because people that are terrible are trying to like buy up housing and like flip it on the cheap to make more money by selling it when it should just be like, hey, you know, I have two houses, or like I inherited my grandparents' house and I take care of it, but I don't actually have a way to use it. Oh, I'm fucking with the wrong side of this here. Is there a way down? Here, I could go all the way there, or go. Ah, here we go. Fuck you, dragonflies. I hate you. Oh my god. You're too fast, Torrent. It's freaky. Oh no, no, I'm dead. Oh, I didn't die. Me. Like this fucker. But yeah, every single one of those guys who doesn't just immediately tell you what the deal is with his product and how he makes money, they're trying to scam you. They're trying to say, pay me $55 and I'll tell you how to do this, but you'll never actually get up to the same level because I only got here because I had $70,000 to invest in this and make it a large enough thing to do it. But somebody that's like, hey, I want to spend $500 and I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of like teacups from China and then sell them for $25 a piece. Like, you're not making a business out of $500 of teacups unless you're selling it at like a flea market, and even then, like, people are gonna fucking notice. You didn't make that shit yourself. Don't lie. But yeah, every business idea from the last like 2 decade and a half. Shouldn't say every business, but like most of them are going through this process right now, and it sucks for everybody. Google especially has just been like ravaging their products and their, oh god, the fucking screen's flickering again like that when it does that. Their services and just like trashing so many things, and it's terrible for everybody. Ow! But yeah, that stuff only comes about because somebody or a group of somebodies with very little empathy is like, hey, how much can we fuck over people that work for us? And, you know, make infinite money by squeezing them. Okay, let's poison up. Heal. It all starts with one of those people doing that. And then, they gotta keep that fucking fake money train going somehow. Poison. Oh, he's fighting the eggs. Why did everyone say try poison? Oh, there's a Grace over here. Oh my god. House ahead, really? Skill required ahead. Maybe I didn't explore this section very good. The ravine, there we go, okay. Oh yeah, I missed some stuff here. Smithing stones, okay. Maybe there's a cave in the corner over here too. Nope. Damn. Just felt like a likely spot for it. Grabs. Oh, big grab. Alright. Fuck you, weirdo moon people. Ow. Yeah, big crab. Blah, 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 blah. How far didn't I explore over here? Flesh, disgusting. Where are the jellyfish areas here? Oh wait, are they on the other side? Oh my god, maybe I missed. Maybe I missed so much over here. Okay. Broken bridge to Raya. Ooh. Oh, Elder Bloom. Ow, 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 ow. Let me yoink those. Ow. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Oh my god, there's so many lightning flowers here. What the hell? Ow. Ah! I did go to this island before. But apparently I missed the lightning flowers in the lake over there. More lightning flowers there. That seems good. Ew, that's a lot of those toxic eggs down there. I don't like that. That's creepy. I will go over top and kill the little moon guy there. Where you? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Would you ever want to live a life of luxury? I mean, yeah. No. Nobody really wants to say no to that because it's not that, like, you couldn't choose to live a life where you say do manual labor or, like, create things or whatever, but, like, or still work for what you have. But the thing is, having a life of luxury means you don't have to fucking stress yourself out, like, trying to decide if you can pay bills or not. Like, not having to worry about issues like, hey, am I gonna be able to pay the rent next month? Yeah, I'd like that. Like, I think what you may be trying to ask is more like, do you want to live a life of opulence versus a life of luxury, because like I don't consider the life of luxury to be something that a lot of people can't have or maintain. I think that's like luxury is like, yeah, you never have to worry about paying for your rent or your food, or you own a house and your kid's college is paid for, you can buy whatever you need to buy most times. Like, I'd consider that a life of luxury. But a life of opulence is the stupid shit where it's like, oh, I'm gonna just go buy a yacht and make it fucking completely gold plated, and we're gonna serve what the fuck is that? Whoop. That was weird. I could see the like sparkle going into that skull. Yeah, like a life of opulence is, I'd say, dumb. But a life of luxury of like, yeah, you're not really having to stress over every single thing is not unattainable. And everybody wants that. Nobody wants to struggle their whole life for no reason. You struggle so you can have that life of luxury. You don't just struggle for the sake of it, kind of thing. But yeah, opulence and like absurd like absurd money that you have no idea how to spend it, and what you're gonna do with it is dumb as hell. Any simple okay, we're gonna buy your own studio equipment. Like, what do you mean buy my own studio equipment? Like a computer to work with? Because I do that already. I have to if I want to work from home or do freelance and stuff. That's a necessity more than anything. But there's also working at the studio. There's almost nothing I'd really want to own myself that they have there, because like I don't need a ADR studio or a motion tracking thing in my house. Like, it's just not something I need to want. So, like, having a data storage backup, that's something I might just do on my own anyways, because I don't want to lose my work. Like, stop it with your poison. Ow, ow, ow. And of course, yeah, I mean, there's cheap things I'd probably still like if I was rich, but like I said, I don't think I'd ever be the kind of person to enjoy a life of opulence. I would probably still eat a lot of the same foods and go to the same restaurants I do now, because like I'm not an idiot who's gonna pay $700 for a plain white T-shirt that looks and feels the exact same as this one. Like, though, that's opulence, and I fucking hate that because it's useless. Like, I'm not gonna go pay some fancy gastronomic restaurant for like $500 to put a little bit of like peas and then like an egg yolk and spritz some nitrogen on it. Like, there are gastroscience stuff that I think is really cool, but there are rip-offs and there are rip-offs. So anyway, I'll go with Tatsumor. I'm probably not, because that's just bad for me. Eating like cheesecakes and shit is a very fatty thing. But I would definitely go without reserve more. Like, it's like, okay, I want to eat a cheesecake this weekend, I'll go buy a cheesecake instead of making it a special occasion thing. It could just be when I want a dessert, I'll go get the dessert. That would be me feeling rich. Not, I need gilded cheesecakes daily to feel good, and I'm gonna throw away half of them. Like, those people are fucking insane. Oh my god, there's so many of those giant poison eggs. You don't like fried food? I don't dislike it, but you shouldn't eat a lot of fried food. It's not the kind of food that I feel like I'd enjoy as like the only food I eat every day kind of thing. You don't like drinking olive oil? Ugh. So, I'm not a big fan of like oils in general in a lot of cases, because I'll explain why too. Like my dad, he's again like a bodybuilder, health nut kind of thing, and ex-military reserves, and because of that, and because of all of my allergy issues as a kid, they tried to be very health conscious. So we use very organic oils a lot of the time, and instead of butter, we'd use olive oil, which does not always work the same because there are like differences in the chemical makeup and the temperatures that they can operate at to you know, like cook things the way that different oils get used in cooking. And Dad would make me drink like a spoonful of cod liver oil every day, and we'd always use this kind of olive oil because it was healthier, less bad fats and stuff than just butter or like you know, whatever oil was called for in the thing. Ooh, Grace. An item. Huh? Yes. Oh, I'm right at the end here. Eh? Ooh, it's a big waterfall. Okay. I can hear. Oh, yeah, I see it. Sneak up on it and. Oh, fuck you! I hear. I knew it. Ow! Fuck. Come here, you fucking. Yeah! There we go. I didn't even see what I got from that thing. Okay. But yeah, I've had my experience with all kinds of oil replacements for fatty things, and not many I actually enjoy. But olive oil is good, but it's an insane calorie thing, and there's only so much of it a day that you can actually healthily like intake before you're just shitting your guts out because you're just coating all of your insides in oil. Seems like nothing over here, actually. Did you have like a straight up military? No, he's pretty good. He dropped out of high school when he was like 16, bought a motorbike, got a job in the mines over here, so he drove from Nova Scotia on the motorbike to Flin Flon, which is like 9,000 kilometers or something like that. And then he worked at the mines for like 40 years, basically. Joined the militia over here and did that part-time. Both him and my mom reached the rank of Master Corporal, and he's a couple years older than her. I think eight or nine, and she was graduating high school when he was kind of settling down out here. And, they met, you know, rest is history. Mom dad things. And then when my sister was born, up till then they were both like still quite active in the militia, even when I was born. So I have a lot of memories growing up at growing not on base, but like going to the base and hanging out with people there, and like just hanging out there in general. And then but when my sister was born, my dad kind of like withdrew from that, and my mom did it part-time, help keep stock and like training new people and doing stuff there. And then yeah, eventually they both got out of that. Things go on from there. But yeah, not strict in any particular ways. They were both kind of like experimenting hippies in the 70s and 80s and stuff, so they're both pretty open comparatively, I'd say. This is a green crystal cave. Okay. My mom especially got me into a lot of metal music and stuff at a young age, so I grew up on Metallica and Megadeth, AC/DC, all of the good classic bands. My dad likes music too, but he's not really like a super fan in the way that like my mom was obsessed with going to the shows and stuff at a young age. So, but he taught me all the like basic repairs for home stuff because I was helping with that. I chopped wood, hauled wood, dug stuff out. You little fucking hidey bitch. There we go. You trying to ambush me? Crap ahead. Oh, I see it. They've left out little spiky caltrops of poison all over. Good to know. Carefully avoid those. Oh, fuck. Have you? Just one little fucker in here. Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, it's just death down below. Oh, shit. I saw an item there. Hopefully this isn't super long and I can go back down. Although it's moving very fast, so maybe it is quite long. No, not that bad. Okay. Nothing on that side, but lots on this side. Oh, I think I just fucked myself. Shit, okay. Blech. No! Oh, that's too close. Yeah, there we go. How do I get down without dying? Jump to that. And there. I didn't think that smithing stone was worth that. Okay, there we go. Been in a fist fight? Yeah, like several hundred. I was the shy, smaller, nerdy kid in a lot of my grades, so I was often on the side of the bullied, but I hit a growth spurt and I learned how to fight and got in a lot of fights. And for good or worse, they were pretty like not one-sided, but like I didn't do bad for myself overall. Come on, you prick. Want you over this way. Come on. There you go. I hear a scarab somewhere. Here? I see you. Little sneaky. Ah, poison. I can hear the ringing. Alright. Backstab this guy. Yeah. Be wary of enemy. Sitting down, sitting down. Okay. Oh, there's little fuckers around too? Okay. There we go. Is he underneath me? Yeah, he's underneath me. You gonna come out from under the stairs, you little freakazoid? Oh, he's stuck. You're free now. Grass. Oh, they are like worshipping a little pot of grass. That's funny. That's very funny. Cramped area, true. Oh, wait. There was a girl I know that's vegan. Whenever she went to eat with friends, they would eat to meet place, and she would one time order beans. Alabama, yeah. I mean, that's just rude, though, right? Like forcing your vegan friend that if you know they're vegan to only eat some like kind of boring thing. Like, as long as she's okay with it and knows that going there, then like it's probably fine. A ruin-strewn precipice. But like, otherwise I feel bad if we're like, hey, we're going out to eat, and then they're like, we decided to go here. Yeah, we know you're vegan, but you can have drinks and edamame. I am getting kind of sleepy. Yeah, call it before I go any further. Oh my god. Oh, this is my least favorite style of area. Fuck, I was hoping that this would just take me up, but I have to go through all of that shit probably. Ugh. I'll definitely be streaming tomorrow and probably earlier because I've kind of finished up a lot of my cleaning and sorting. I've got a bit more to do, but I need to buy some stuff, so I think I have to wait a couple weeks before I can purchase some of the things I need to for proper sorting. 23,000 away from anything. Ugh. How many am I at? Five of these. Actually, I could almost make it. That's 15,000 and a bit. $19,000. Okay. 4,000 more. Perfect. Short by 800-ish, I'm guessing. 1,000 exactly. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, she was, but that feels awkward. What do you mean? Sorry, what? I'm not sure which part of that you're responding to. Like the part where she was okay with going to a meat place, or annoyed that they didn't ask her ahead of time. That is death. No hidden secrets under these elevators. He was okay with going to a meat place? Yeah. I mean, like, that's so boring, though. That's so bad for that, unless, like, you're gonna take her to some place she can get some real food after, because a meal of edamame is not a meal. Glintstone, little hiding bastard up there. Let's fuck him up. Be wary of surprise attack. Brave enemy. Ha ha ha! Big swinging weapon. Tried to get me, but I got him. That looks like death. This is gonna make me so nervous exploring this whole area. God damn it. Oh, so much verticality, I don't like it. Yeah, I will call it there. Go back to the... Okay. And then I'll come back to tomorrow once I've had a good rest. Should go to a place they're both vegan and no vegan food? Yeah, absolutely. Or like, if they're like, oh, we really want to go to this steak place today. Do you mind if we go to the steak place first, and then we'll go to the vegan burrito shop you like down the street after, and we'll come sit with you at, like, that kind of thing's fine. Or literally, like, talk to them and be like, hey, we have a vegan friend coming with us. Can she bring in some outside food? No? Okay, we'll go eat the burrito first, and then she can just come hang out and drink while we do whatever. But, like, yeah. Don't do the... We're gonna sit here at a barbecue place for 2 hours while she eats fucking edamame beans. And the only thing she can eat at the whole place. I think I mentioned when we went to Japan, one of the guys that came with me, because I had two of my buddies that decided to come. One of them, we'd planned to go to Evo from the start, And then the second one decided like a month before the trip, he's like, you know what? I got some time up saved off. I got some cash set aside. I'm gonna come too. So he decides to go buy the ticket. He paid like twice as much as we did, and then because he bought it so close to the thing, and then he went to go find his passport, and his passport was expired. And it normally takes 4 to 6 weeks. You apply it and they send it back, but they do have a rush option. But he had to pay like $200 or $300 to rush it, and then he had to realize he had to rush it fast because they he had to pay more to get it done in like 24 hours because he didn't realize that it expired until like a week before the flight, basically. So he paid all his extra money, and then he had been practicing no Japanese. He knows barely anything about the country. Both him and my friend like canceled their phone plans while they were there. I made the choice beforehand because I was with Rogers at the time, and I think it's still with Rogers, but they have a thing where if you go to a different country, you pay this per country, but you can pay $10 a day for a maximum of 10 days, and then for the rest of that billing cycle, you can have the exact same service you have in that foreign country as you do in your home country. So basically, you go to Japan for a month, you pay $100, and then you've got the same phone service, data plan, texting, calling, everything that you do in Canada in Japan. And that was cheaper than buying a SIM card, cheaper than buying the Wi-Fi things. So I did that. But they both just like took their SIM cards out and were suffering for it. So he comes along with us, knowing nothing about this, knowing nowhere how to go to these places, and he at the time was on a health kick, trying to be a vegan, and that's pretty restrictive compared to like pescatarian or whatever, or what's the middle one where you can still eat like eggs and fish. Vegetarian, I guess, but so we're going there, and I'm telling him like on the way to the airport, I was like, Japan is not vegan friendly mostly, right? Like they have lots of vegetables and they have lots of vegetable stuff you can buy, but they're like 30% of their diet is fish, and like 20% is chicken and pork, and 10% is like beef, and the rest of it is various things mixed with like butter and fat and rendered things and stuff. And he's like, yeah, but you can help me find some vegan places there. I was like, no. What you'll have to do in a lot of these places is ask if they can take the meat out of the dish or whatever. But they treat it as like, here's your meal with meat, vegetables, cheese, grain, blah 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 blah. They're not really like, oh, this person doesn't want the like 7 pieces of pork, we'll just take them out of the dish. But when you're cooking that vegetables and that rice and stuff with like the pork fat, and it's all stir fried together or cooked in the same pan, that's not what vegan people need, or somebody that has like an intolerance for those things. So the first place we went to when we got there was this ramen place, Jiro Ramen, which is pretty famous for large servings. And we walked in, the guy who was seating us was like, oh yeah, I can speak English pretty good, and yeah, we have vegan stuff if you want it. And so he's like, oh sweet, okay, I'll get the vegan thing of that they're having. And then we get there, it's a big bowl with like too much bean sprouts. It was like 60% bean sprouts, but the noodles and the sauce and the pork were really good. Big pork steaks, like really thick and large on there. 2 of them on the dish for each of them. And we ate our stuff, and he ate his, and he looked at it, and he's like, it's pretty good. And then we like looked at it, and we like looked at ours, and we tried a little bit of his. We're like, that's the exact same stuff. They just didn't give you the pork. So he paid the same like $16 or whatever we did for the giant bowl of ramen, and they just didn't give him meat. But it's cooked in the same stuff. Like all the broth is still the meat broth and cooked with the meat. They just didn't give him the steak for it. And that's how a lot of those places go. Like unless you say you have an allergy to something, they're just gonna like give you the meat dish and take the meat out. So it's like he already immediately had fucked up his vegan thing from the start of the trip after like a year or two of being vegan kind of thing. And then the next day he's like, I really need like an American breakfast. And I was like, they don't do that here. Man, you can't just like go to a different country and demand the exact same things you have at home when you go to a different place. So we found a Japanese Denny's, and they serve American breakfast, but they don't serve it the same way that they do in America. The portion sizes are much smaller. You're buying things individually, so we go to the Denny's. There's a smoking section, so I can go sit and have a cigarette while we drink coffee and wait for breakfast. And we're looking at the menus, and my buddy Eric and me, we both look like, oh, they have Japanese set breakfasts where it's like a little fried fish or baked fish and some rice and some natto or beans or tofu or miso soup. So it was little set meals for like $5, like really cheap, and not a huge filling meal because that's not what Japan does. It's like, here's a properly portioned small meal, but like tasty and filling, the kind of thing you want for breakfast, where you're not like, ugh, I'm full, I'm going to bed again. And my buddy's like, I need like 2 fried eggs and like pancakes, and he gets them, and they're like much more expensive because he had to buy these individual items to make his dish. And so he orders like 2 pancakes and bacon and like 2 eggs, and he gets them. And the pancakes aren't like big American pancakes. They're like small, proper sized pancakes, like maybe 5 inches across. But they're thick and they're fluffy. They're Japanese pancakes. But like, when you go to like Waffle House or something and you say, give me like 5 pancakes, they give you fucking dinner plate pancakes like this big, just covered in sauces and shit like that. No, they give him 2 5-inch pancakes about this thick, perfectly cooked, but that's what he got. And it's basically he gets his piece of toast, and it's good toast. Like, the bread in Japan is great, but it's like 1 piece of toast. He didn't get like 5 pieces of toast with butter and cheese and all the stuff that you get at like regular breakfast places. So he spent like 3 times the amount we did, got like half the food, and it was just the regular shit he would have in America anyways. And it was like, all right, man. And a lot of the food experiences like that were for him, like, he wants to find the same stuff he has here. And I'm like, why do you want to do that? Like, you go here, you eat the food that they have, so you experience new shit. Later, I think maybe the second day there, he wanted to go try McDonald's because he's like, if I'm already off my vegan kick for the trip, I'm just gonna say fuck it and like do the regular meal thing while I'm here. And so he went and got like 2 Big Macs, which in Japan they don't really. They're basically the same burger. They're made nicer and stuff. Like, they're cleaner, but they don't do double Big Macs, triple Big Macs, and stuff like that unless you're buying a very special thing. You're buying a burger and some fries and a drink, and it's like cheap, but it's clean and it's really nice and organized. So he wants to go get burgers and coffee, and we're just like, all right, man, we'll go get that today, but when we want to go to the next meal place, we're going to fucking get curry, and we're going to get sushi, and we're going to go to these places and eat some Japanese food while we're here. So, but yeah, he suffered like that the whole trip because he didn't understand or what kind of situation he was putting himself in for the meals. So he didn't like dislike it. Like, he enjoyed eating meat again, but he just had to think in his head like, man, I spent 2 years doing this and I couldn't like be asked to like do 10 minutes of research about what kind of food you can get in Japan. So no, I think he stopped being vegan like a year really sure. Like during COVID, like it just wasn't treating them well. Like he was still pretty healthy while he was vegan, but it was like something was messing with his diet a little bit, and it wasn't feeling very good for him. So he just kind of reverted a little bit. I always call myself like 70% vegetarian because I don't eat a lot of meat normally. Like I eat a lot of rice, beans, lentils, stuff like that, vegetables, and then I'll have some chicken. But I don't eat like a lot of red meat, and I have eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. It's usually one or two a day kind of thing. So, but I'm not eating a lot of meat or fish or anything generally often. So lentils, yeah. There's lots of good vegetables and lots of good ways to cook them, and I'm not that good at cooking all of them, so I cook the ones that I'm good at. But like he was trying very hard to be not to be a vegan. So he wasn't eating milk, wasn't eating eggs, wasn't eating fish, wasn't eating meat, and Japan immediately says, no, fuck that, you're eating those things when you're here, because the meaning is not the same to them. It's like when you say vegan, they think, oh, he doesn't want meat. It's like, it's not exactly what that is, but it's close. But being a vegan means you're also not cooking your vegetables and your stuff in animal fat and then putting dairy products on it. It's like not quite the same thing. And so when they think of vegan, they think it's like a choice of diet and not like a dietary restriction. So like when I went there, I'd say I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't have peanuts, I'll die. And they go, oh, okay, here's our peanut free food, or peanut free curry or whatever. So they would prepare that separately for me, and then I'd have that. But like I tried to make that very clear to them. There's differences in how you have to ask for these things, and they don't generally cater to that a lot because that's just something they don't think about too much. So but he enjoyed it by the end, but I think he suffered a little bit because he just didn't want to eat all the Japanese food. Like a lot of the ways you do breakfast in Japan is you have like a bun and maybe like a cup of yogurt and some fruit or a coffee or like a Red Bull or something. That's breakfast. But he wanted like a full breakfast like every day, and it was like, you're not gonna get it every day, man. That's just not how it works. And the second, because we canceled our hostel after a week, and then the second week that they stayed there, we went to a different hostel, and we were gonna hop hostels every couple days, but we didn't have like much of a plan where to go specifically. We liked the area we were in the second one, so we just stayed there for most of it. But that had a pizzeria in the main floor, and then there was hostel for the next 3 floors above it, with like a traditional Italian stone-fired pizza place. And the guy that owned the pizzeria owned the hostel, and he would cook for you. You get a little bit of a discount on the food. He made traditional pizzas, but he also made like Japanese influenced like flavors and stuff of the pizzas. So we'd come down there and eat, and we'd get like a plate of fries for the 4 of us, and we'd each get like a personal pan pizza or something. But the guy that was struggling to find food he liked in Japan ordered like 4 pizzas, 2 plates of calamari, and like an extra plate of fries for himself because he was so starved for like American food. Even though the traditional pizza was like Italian pizza, which is not like American pizza. It's like a pita with like some tangy tomato sauce and like spinach and parmesan on top. It's not quite like a greasy American pizza. So it was still okay. I'm gonna eat this pizzas, and I'm gonna have calamari, and oh, the calamari's fried so good. It was like full fried squid, like tentacles and the head, not chopped up into little rings like you get in America. So he ate like 2 plates of those and like 3 of the pizzas, and the guy's looking at him. He's like, "You're a short guy. Like he's shorter than me by a couple inches, and he's smaller. Like I'm built pretty wide and thick all over, and he's like a slim little guy, but he was starving for like American flavors and like fried food and stuff." So Do I plan on going back? Yeah, I'd like to, but my plan was to go back in 2020. But COVID happened, and that caused my like studio to collapse, kind of. So my vacation plans got fucked up. I got laid off uh, when the work from home stuff happened, and with a bunch of other people. So I didn't have the vacation booked anymore because lockdown happened. Japan locked itself down for like 2 years, and the vacation and the money and stuff went with that. So eventually, but what year was that stream? I didn't stream that one because I didn't have a lot of the equipment I had before the trip. So I did still do some home streams, and I streamed after, but I didn't have a lot of the equipment just yet. So, but that was 2018 was the last time I was there. How much was that trip as a whole? I was budgeting very tightly to do that trip, so I spent maybe $3,000, $3,500, including the flight, the hostel, my travel in the country, and my food and drink and stuff there. So did I spend a lot more than I wish? No, I wish I had more money to spend when I was there, because I had a lot of fun, and there was a lot more fun things to do, but I was like kind of restraining myself. Like there was lots of art books and reference books I wanted to buy and take back, and like my fight stick that I bought, I could have bought there and just took back with me, but I just ordered it on Amazon and had it sent to my house and stuff. And I love building Gundams, and they had lots of Gundams there that I wanted to buy, but like also I came there with a backpack. This backpack specifically. Like this was all I packed for a month, was this backpack full and a small little paper bag, like thin bag to go and survive there for a month. And on the way back, I had been collecting some souvenirs and stuff, but I had a friend in Tokyo that allowed me to store some stuff at their place. And then before I left, I was able to buy a duffel bag. They gave me an extra duffel bag, and then I took 2 duffel bags of like snacks and toys and stuff back for souvenirs to give to people. But I bought like nothing for myself. So any of our friends spent a lot more? No. Well, I mean, the one guy did. Brandon, he spent a ton because he paid like twice what we paid for the flight, and rushing his passport, and buying like all the stupid expensive American food while he was there specifically. But like Eric at the time was working like a part-time job and not making nearly as much as me, but he, even despite being a taller and fatter and bigger guy than me, he was able to like control himself, and we had a lot of good fun just drinking and walking around, because drinking is really cheap in Japan, and walking around has a lot of cool stuff and a lot of cool things to see. We saved money in efficient ways. Let's see. And let's go to my thing. I'll paste it to. I'm sure I've linked it before, but feel free to go to the Instagram there, and you can see a lot of the photos from there. I only posted a lot of the drinks we had from the trip, because I tried to drink like a different kind of drink every day, and I took photos of all of them. So I've barely like uploaded any photos to Instagram since the trip. Basically, I have thousands I haven't bothered to upload yet, but there's a lot of fun stuff there, and a lot of good like photo opportunities and things to do that don't cost a lot of money. So the one place that they both got to eat that I didn't, I was really jealous of. There was like a traditional Indian curry place, but they use cashews and peanuts in like all of their shit, so I could eat nothing there. But the food is great. There's stuff from the hostel with the pizzeria in it. It was satsubun, and there's a tradition where they go door to door dressed up as oni, and you have to throw soybeans at them to keep the oni out of your house and stuff. And they bang the drums, and the onis try to scare the kids and stuff. And there's some of the fried cocktails, calamaris that he was eating. Some of the toys and stuff we got. Bought some mints. There's some of the Hokkaido style pizza that the owner made, which is like garlic sauce with Hokkaido potatoes and mentaiko, which is fish sperm sausage. But it was delicious, really good. That's the guy that spent way more on it. This is the guy that him and I booked both of the flights at the same time. The drink he bought there was it's like Jello melon. You're supposed to shake the fuck out of the can, and it breaks up the Jello inside, so you drink this like Jello slurry. And he almost threw up because he didn't like the texture and he wasn't expecting it. And then we bought a bunch of Japanese cigars and stood around in a parking lot near the Airbnb smoking Japanese cigars. And it was a good time for hanging out with the boys in Japan, basically. And, cigars like stained our taste buds for like a day solid. But yeah, food's great. It's fun to walk around, lots of stuff to see, lots of stuff to do just without spending a lot of money. And the stuff that we did spend money on was like going up the Skytree, which I fucking loved. It was a very cool sight from like a terrifying height. Second tallest building in the world other than Burj Khalifa and stuff. And we didn't go to the aquarium and stuff, but we did have a good meal there. Okonomiyaki and beer. And lots of just cool stuff to see and cool stuff to do. And then yeah, my friend posting his duck tits logo all over his street places in Japan, so that sign's fucking hilarious. But it was a good trip. I stayed there for like a month. They stayed there for like 2 weeks. But we meant to go for Evo Japan, but because initially when I booked the flights, I had forgotten about the date line, so I had to book it 1 day earlier than intended, and I didn't. So we couldn't go to the we couldn't go to Evo, basically. And we tried to rebook the flights with United Airlines, I think it was. And they were like, oh, sorry. We booked like the next day. We asked them, we're like, hey, can we rebook the flights we bought? We just want to move it back a day. They're like, oh, if you want to cancel and remove your flight, it would cost you another $800 or whatever. It was like, oh, fuck. So we just sucked it up, didn't go to the tournament. And we tried to go to the venue to watch for like the finals and stuff, but they initially underbooked the venue in Japan. Like, it was much too small for them, and they couldn't have any additional viewers, so we lost a bunch of chances to view it when we were there, which sucked because, you know, we spent a lot to go there, but instead we just enjoyed the trip in Japan. It was very fun. Japan itself was amazingly cool and very fun to explore and try all the food and stuff, even if Brandon didn't really enjoy trying a lot. Yeah, there's his American breakfast, so he ordered some pancakes and toast and some eggs. Meanwhile, we got these amazing set breakfasts that were like $5, and he spent like 20 on his individual pieces of bread and eggs and bacon. Yeah, natto. Disgusting natto. Cool sweaters and shirts he bought there. There's lots of graffiti places you could go to where it's like, graffiti in most places isn't cool, but in these very secluded areas it's totally okay, and they choose to do it there. So many cool Gunpla I wanted to buy. But I had to make the choice to not, because I don't. It was cheaper there. Like it was like $170 Canadian, and if you buy this in Canada, it's like $400. So I have this one, the RX-78 Mark II. That's the one I have in my closet. But I wanted the Zero, I wanted the Freedom, I wanted the Exia, because they're all perfect grade models, and I just had to say I can't carry these around from hostel to hostel, so if I buy them, I'll buy them at the end of the trip. And instead I just made the choice to buy souvenirs for other people, so... But yeah, art supplies, we're all artists. We found lots of great, like, pens and pencils and, like, art reference stuff. Cool things to buy and go to, so... It was a very good trip, Dark Souls guy. Lots of amazing things to see that we just completely different compared to what you get out in America and Canada. Very fun. Like, yeah, very cheap to do a lot of this stuff. You can buy very, very cost-effective transit for being a tourist. 3 days worth of subway and bus line stuff is like $15. Unlimited transit on the bus and on unlimited subway transit for the city lines. And then if you want to go on the bullet train, you have to pay specifically for that. But even back then, there was crypto shit showing up there. And yeah, sushi train. Each one of these plates is 100 yen or 150 yen, so that's like $1 Canadian basically. So 10 to 12 plates of two or three pieces of sushi. That was better than the best sushi I've had in Canada. Not like massively better, because this was fast stuff, but like the fish was fresher, the rice tasted better, the make of it was better. It was half the price basically of everything you get there. Yeah. Every night we go to the conveni or a store and buy a bunch of different beer and alcohol, and it cost us like $8 for like 5 beers a piece, and we'd go hang out and drink and smoke and enjoy the country. It was great. Each of these little Mickeys of whiskey of different kinds cost like $2. And then there was 20 different kinds of Coke to try. It's a good time. It's fun. Oh yeah. It's really cool seeing the animal cafes, even if they're probably mistreated a little bit, but yeah, that's fun. All the interesting gacha machines and this depressed worker. And yeah, and fantastic, cool anime statues, game statues, just neat stuff all over the goddamn place. It was very cool. Lemon stuff, but yeah. Go look it up if you want. I got many photos of all that stuff on there. All right, I'm going to bed. Have a good night. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. I'll be back on tomorrow, probably earlier than today. I don't want to keep doing these till 4 a.m. every day, so... Oh. See ya. If I go back next time, I will be streaming a lot next time I go, but next time. Or, if I can fundraise enough to go back, then I'll do